So let's start off with the scenario. To raise money for charity, Jenna ran in the London Marathon dressed as a polar bear. Figure 1 shows Jenna and other fun runners during the London Marathon. To perform well in the marathon, Jenna's body maintained an appropriate temperature through thermoregulation. So for 1 mark, 2A, state the meaning of the term thermoregulation. Hopefully you've done your revision and you should be able to get the mark here. If you want to pause the video before moving on, it will give you a chance to answer the question. So pause the video now. And the answer for 1 mark is the process the body uses to maintain its core temperature at 37 degrees. And other appropriate responses will be accepted if you haven't written it quite like that, but have still explained the term. Question 2B moves on. So for 2 marks now, give 2 responses of the body to excessive heat during exercise. Now it's important to note that response is a pattern of change in physiological variables during a single acute bout of exercise. So responses is asking what is happening to the body right now or in a short period of time. We're not looking at adaptations here, which is long-term changes to the body over time. The answer wants to know what is going to be happening with regards to excessive heat during this exercise session. And again, before you answer, if you want to pause the video, do that now. So for 2 marks, 1 of course is going to be sweating, and you'll get another mark for dehydration. So due to excessive heat, the body is going to sweat more, and as a result of this loss in moisture, the body is also going to become dehydrated. You'll also get a mark for hypothermia if you put that within your answers as well. So hopefully from the first 2 questions you'll have picked up 3 marks. Question 2C. Explain 1 reason why it will be harder for Jenna to maintain an appropriate body temperature compared to the other fun runners in figure 1. If you remember from figure 1, we can see that Jenna is wearing a polar bear costume, which of course is going to have some effect on her running performance. Example answer 1, to give you some variety, is as follows. So if you want to have a go at this question, just pause the video now. The fun runners lose heat more easily than Jenna, as more of their body is in contact with the air. So heat can be transferred from the body to the air through convection. Whereas Jenna is encased in the polar bear suit, so is unable to lose heat in this way. That is where you're going to get your 3 marks from. And example answer 2. Jenna will generate additional heat due to the clothing acting as an insulator, in addition to generating heat due to exercise. So we'll lose less heat through evaporation than the other fun runners, but this will need to be from her clothes rather than her skin. Hopefully you've picked up a few marks there, and there's 2 answers for you to review. So if you've mixed and matched with your marks in those answers, of course, you can get marks for each one. So 2D, describe how the cardiovascular system helps the fun runners in figure 1 to maintain an appropriate body temperature. There's 4 marks up for grabs here, and we're looking to describe within our answer. So the cardiovascular system helps through the redistribution of blood flow, increasing blood flow to the skin to help reduce heat. This is due to vasodilation of the blood vessels so that heat can be lost through either radiation, convection or evaporation, and that will get you another mark as well. If you're not sure about the terms radiation, convection or evaporation, please make sure that you revise those before moving on. Question 2E is for 10 marks. So this is our long answer questions where hopefully we're going to pick up as many marks as we can, and hopefully all 10. So runners complete months of aerobic training before they run in the London Marathon. This aerobic training includes running long distances on a regular basis. So assess the impact of regular aerobic training on the muscular and respiratory system to improve the runner's marathon performance. So we're looking at two things here, the muscular and the respiratory system, and we're looking to assess the impact of regular training on these two systems. I'm going to give you an example of an answer below, and then on the remaining pages are all the other factors that you can get marks from, because there's going to be variations in the types of answers that you can give for the long mark questions. So an example answer would be training on a regular basis aerobically improves both the muscular system and the respiratory system and makes them more efficient. The respiratory system adapts by increasing tidal volume. This allows for more oxygen uptake and for more carbon dioxide to be removed. As the runner trains more, minute volume will increase to allow for more oxygen-rich breaths, leading to more red blood cells carrying more oxygen to the working muscles, which enabling them to work for longer periods of time at higher intensities. Hypertrophy will occur in the respiratory muscles, allowing for more forceful contractions. The sterniomastoid is able to lift the upper half of the chest to increase the chest cavity, allowing for more air to be inhaled. The internal and external intercostal muscles become stronger, and this aids performance because the runner is able to supply the muscles with more oxygen. Increased capillarization leads to an increase in diffusion rates around the alveoli and the skeletal muscles, thereby allowing more oxygen to be respired in the cells. The muscular system adapts to the demands of the race, and therefore marathon runners have the ability to contract the working muscles for longer. This increases muscular endurance and therefore aids performance of the runner. The number and the size of the mitochondria within the cells increase to allow for more respiration to occur, helping the athlete to go for longer periods of time without excessive fatigue. Myoglobin stress within the cells increase to allow the body to work at higher intensities because oxygen is readily available for aerobic training. These stores will increase over time with continued training. Muscle strength will also increase, allowing the muscles to exert a larger force, and there are an increased number of oxidative enzymes and increased hemoglobin. This helps aid performance as hemoglobin can carry more oxygen, supporting the working muscles. So some additional areas where you can get marks from. Please make sure that you read the list for muscular adaptations to aerobic training. And if you've got any of these within your answer, please give yourself a mark. Respiratory adaptations to aerobic training. Again, read through the list, and if you got any of those within your answer, give yourself another mark. Lastly is marathon performance, and again, read through the list and then see how many marks you got out of 10. And that's our video for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this and you found it useful. I will be releasing the third part of the 2017 exam paper soon. Thank you for watching.